Introduction of speaker for the topic entitled Bamboo Architecture. It's a great pleasure to introduce to you our second speaker. She was born in Tabaco, where she spent her high school years. She is a graduate of BS Architecture in Bicol University. She passed the licensure examination for architects year 2012 and was hired by Bicol University after she took oath. For 5 years, she worked as a part-time to contractual instructor, at the same time a private practitioner. By the year 2015, she passed her second profession, the board exam for environmental planners. She belongs to a family of public servants and leaders, so she took every opportunity to serve. She became a member of Junior Chamber International, Daragat Chapter, and Legazpi City Lions Club, where her leadership skills were improved. She enjoyed her every chance to serve as a volunteer during every humanitarian and CSR projects almost regularly since 2012. She's been awarded by Philippine Air Force several times and chosen as Best Stakeholder for the year 2016 and 2018 for her volunteer service as an architect, making the Master Development Plan for Tactical Operations Group 5 and many more project proposals. She's been chosen by the Fantastic Philippines organization to represent Filipino architects in 2 exhibits in different malls in Manila in celebration of National Heritage Month entitled 100 Women, 100 Ways of Life. She's also an advocate of bamboo architecture as a result of her training in Bamboo University, Bali, Indonesia. She explored her versatility by trying different challenges in life, such as putting up a restaurant. And then she eventually, it's with her partners and best friends, Rene Cope and Aya Medel. Then she eventually put up her own company and small business, the KL Architectural Services, which serve clients in need of architectural design and construction services. She served United Architects of the Philippines Tabaco chapter twice as a chapter president, year 2014 to 2015, and year 2019 to 2020. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome our second speaker, architect, environmental planner, KRISTINE Magallanes Lagman.
Hello everyone, I'm architect KRISTINE Magallanes Lagman, the founder and the principal architect of KL Architectural Services and also the past president of UAP Tabaco chapter. I'm very honored to be one of your resource speakers for this event, and also I'm very excited to share with you my knowledge about the topic that we will be discussing. So imagine a material that is beautifully engineered, that to produce it will consume very minimal energy, and that it grows anywhere, so there's no need to manufacture it. A material that actually sinks carbon dioxide, a material that will employ people actually, and that a material that we can harvest in 3 to 5 years. We have that material, and that is bamboo. So that's what we are going to discuss today, the future with bamboo. So it's all about bamboo, the potential of bamboo, what we can do and what we can build with bamboo. So before we start, I would like to show you a video. This is a video from YouTube that I want to share with you. It's about the Green Village Valley. The Green Village Valley is a village composed of several bamboo structures. So here it is.
Green Village basically is the private residence here. So we use bamboo as a sustainable material. So we want to prove especially to Indonesian, to the world, that we can use bamboo as a sustainable material. We can build the luxury of the bamboo house in Indonesia.
The video that I showed you is one of the developments that I really want to share with you, and that one of the developments that we want to bring here to the Philippines. So why bamboo? Building with bamboo looks back on an ancient tradition in the regions in which the plant grows in abundance, such as South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia. Bamboo is one of the oldest construction materials, and bamboo is high-yield renewable natural resource. Ply bamboo is now being used for wall panelings and for floor tiles. Bamboo pulp is used for paper making and for fuel. Bamboo can be used as a raw material for housing construction and rebar for reinforced concrete. When it comes to environmental sustainability, bamboo is a local available renewable resource and grows in 3 to 4 years, up to 10 times faster than tropical wood. Bamboo is the fastest growing canopy for the regreening of degraded areas. Bamboo generates more oxygen than the equivalent stand of trees. When it comes to economical sustainability, bamboo as a fast-growing local resource does not need to be imported. Therefore, supply costs are very low. Bamboo and its related industries already provide income, food, and housing to over 2.2 billion people. There is a 3 to 5 years return on investments for a new bamboo plantation. When it comes to structural capacity, bamboo is also called the green steel because of its high mechanical properties when it comes to compression and then when it comes to traction. When it comes to low energy consumption, as comparison, the quantity of needed energy for the production of bamboo for construction is 10% of concrete, 5% of steel, 5% of timber, and 70% of bamboo. When it comes to fire resistance, bamboo has a positive behavior towards fire. The outer shell has a high concentration of silicate acid or silica, which is a retardant for combustion. Bamboo develops flames only at high temperatures. For structural versatility, bamboo is a tubular structural element that is ideal for the transmission of axial forces, that is therefore a material that can be used for light, three-dimensional structures. When it comes to the lifespan of bamboo, the non-treated bamboo is vulnerable to fungus attacks, to insects, and it only lasts about 3 to 5 years when exposed to sunlight and rain, up to 10 to 15 years when protected by adequate roofing. But with appropriate treatment, the duration or the lifespan of bamboo is improved drastically. At the moment, the most common techniques are smoking, cooking in liquid, and immersion or filling with borate or boric acid. So let us discuss how the bamboo is treated, especially in the place where I trained in bamboo school, Bali, Indonesia. So this is their bamboo factory. Uh, in the bamboo factory, you will see different kinds of bamboo, but the one that we use uh, for building the houses is called the Dendrocalamus asper. It can grow for up to 35 meters, and the base or the lowest portion of the bamboo can be as big as uh, 30 centimeters or 0.30. Uh, in the factory, you will also see another kind of bamboo, which is called the uh, bambusa negra, or the color brown bamboo. First, they harvest the bamboo, and then they dry it for about 2 weeks, and then in that 2 weeks they segregate the good quality from the bad quality. So which are the good quality bamboo and the bad quality? The bad quality bamboo has cracks in it, which you can see from the picture. That is Teacher Moko. Teacher Moko is our instructor, and he is pointing at a bamboo which has a crack on it, because when the bamboo dries, uh, the 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 body shrinks. So some of the bamboo has developed cracks. When you go inside, you will see a big container where the bamboos are placed, and then they will be punched and then filled with boron or boric acid. That will be about 48 hours, and then steamed with uh, about 48 degrees Celsius of uh, water. And then in that process, during the long process, the sap comes out of the body of the bamboo. So that's the most important part, because yung bamboo, kaya siya kinakain ng insekto because it has starch on its body. So we have to remove the starch, and we also have to remove the insects, and then the eggs of the insects. So that's what boric acid does to the bamboo. And after the treatment, after dipping the bamboo or ibababad siya sa boric acid, it will then be cleansed with pressure washer, and then it will be placed in a room where it will be dried. So when you go to the different parts of the building or of the bamboo factory, you will see some of the bamboos are already cut, some of them are already dried, and some of them are in a room just for storage, and some are also put on the machine where they are pressed and they are glued together to become a bamboo plywood. The bamboo pulp, or yung parang powder, they are used as bamboo paper, and yung mga reject na part ng bamboo, they are also made into bamboo pegs, or yung parang stick na pinapako sa bamboo structure, because we don't use nails. So after that, some of the bamboos which are parang mga reject, they are used for furnitures, some are for wall panels, but those good quality bamboos, they are the one used for columns, for trusses, and then for beams. So You will see some of the photos inside the factory. So I'm going to show you the examples of the bamboo used in buildings on the next pictures. So we have already discussed the details about bamboo, the characteristics about bamboo, and how bamboo is treated. So let's now discuss what we can do with bamboo, its potential, and let me use the Green Village Valley as an example. Why? Because it is where I trained, and I've seen right from my eyes how beautiful the bamboo structures really are. So, the Green Village Valley is made of about minimum of 16 different bamboo houses. They have about mostly 2 to 3 levels of houses. They are designed by the Ibuko Architects. Ibuko Architects is founded by the owner is John Hardy and his daughter Elora Hardy. John Hardy he's not an architect. He's a designer of um, different necklace, accessories, bronze, silver, and his daughter Elora is an interior designer. So together they founded the Ibuko Architects, composed of architects from different parts of Asia, Indonesia, Singapore, Hong Kong, and they design houses and structures entirely made of bamboo. I mean, not 100%, but about 80% of the material of the structures are bamboo. So many years ago, John Hardy bought this piece of land in Abian, Indonesia, and the slope of the lot is like a very difficult terrain where the owners or the villagers do not know how to use the lot because of its terrain. So John Hardy bought it and then thought of a way to employ its people, and so he built these bamboo structures without doing without disturbing the form of the lot. So it's very near a small river, so the location is very perfect. And for every house that he builds, he sells it to chosen people. It costs uh, it costs for so very very expensive for us Filipinos, but if we build it here, I think it can be very cheap because bamboo is very abundant in our area. So if you see some pictures of the structures in Green Village Valley, uh, even the even the uh, enclosures, the divisions of the houses, they are all made of bamboo. And the bamboo only sits in a very big rock, because the bamboo should be protected from the rain. So that's the good thing about Indonesia. They do not have typhoons. So let me show you some more pictures. Even the wires inside the structures are hidden inside the bamboo. So before they design the bamboo structures, they make first a model, and then scale it through bamboo sticks, and then that's where it all starts. So the Dendrocalamus asper, we also have that here in the Philippines. Actually, here in Albay, some of our friends just bought seedlings from Mindanao, and right now we already have a different group of people and architects doing some trainings on how to use bamboo. And these are what we can make with bamboo. So many beautiful structures. So I'm also going to show you that here in the Philippines, we are already using this material even before, but now we are using this as a form of something versatile, something beautiful, something luxurious. Because before, using bamboo is a sign of poverty, but not anymore. We already have so many resorts here that use beautifully designed bamboo structures. So here they are.
My name is John Hardy. I escaped from Canada in 1975 to come to the beautiful island of Bali. I always wanted to be an architect, but I'm learning different. So I'm a builder, and I build bamboo. Architecture is beauty. For me, if it's not beautiful, it's not architecture. It's just more buildings. Architecture lifts the heart and causes the person to dream. An architect must care about people, must care about the planet, and must care about beauty. What else is there? In Bali, I've done many things. From recycled wood, which was my dream, to a complete dropping of wood to 100% bamboo. And we have built factories, we have built houses, we have built schools, we've built cathedrals of green, bridges, many things. The bamboo world was introduced to me by a woman who is completely possessed by bamboo. Her name is Linda Garland, and we call her Mother of Bamboo. She talked and talked and talked and talked, and finally I got it. The treatment of bamboo is what made the huge difference. It went from a material that was good for a little while to a material that is good forever. Really the first sustainable building material on the planet. We went from artisans who build beautifully to training architects. And we have bred a whole group of amazing architects that now know how to build with bamboo. But I think more important than the beings is the process. Building with models is so much more real than two-dimensional macaroni on computers. We build beginning models, middle models, final models, and then we build a structural model, which is very much like the old days of shipbuilding, where the naval architect handed a finished model to the shipwrights. The first big building we did, the architects ran away.
Why?
Afraid.
Of what?
Afraid of beauty, afraid of strength, afraid of magic, afraid of bamboo. It's very hard for an architect when they're trained in the traditional way of being told what they can't do and what they can't do and what they shouldn't do and what they must not do, to get them beyond that. That's why you see amazing buildings coming out of architects that are too old to care. They spend many, many years making things that don't care. And then when they get old, they go, what the hell? I'm going to build something amazing. I don't care. It's only the hybrid that we've created that works. If we were dealing with conventional architects and engineers, they would be just going no, 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 and no, 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 and you can't do that, and you can't do this. We work with artisans, we work with artists. Our creator of the Heart of School was an artist and a sculptor. See, the architects are a new invention in the world. The great cathedrals of Europe weren't built by architects, they were built by builders. And that whole idea that you need somebody to create beauty is a kind of new idea. When I walk around a city, I don't see much new beauty. I see 100-year-old beauty, I see 300-year-old beauty. So I guess what I'm saying is that the architects have totally failed in beauty. They're responsible for beauty, and with very little exception, with very few exceptions, they build mundane, they build mass-produced junk off their AutoCADs. Very seldom do they create beauty and create love and create community within their buildings. It's a problem of ego, I think. My building has to be taller than yours. My building has to be bigger than yours. It's like the problem you see in the playground with 8-year-old boys. And one of the big mistakes is their interaction with this. The right angle doesn't exist in nature. It certainly doesn't exist on your body. And to think that everything should be right angles, it is death of the spirit, death of the soul, death of optimism. Putting people in boxes is a crime and will be regarded in the future as a crime. It will be the brutalist box building period that we're in, with some exceptions, of course. It takes an incredible soul to break out. Big is such a soul, and I have such love for him because he not only builds, he thinks. Thinking seems to have disappeared from building. Architects definitely have feelings, but who could survive an architecture course and still have feelings? It's brutalist, and it's the period of brutalism in architecture. But they're partly constrained by the stupidness of their little screens and the stupidness of their design programs. And basically, let's face it, they're cheating most clients by just printing out, popping up more, moving a little bit walls and popping up more sets of window frames. It's really a crime. But as the technology improves, architecture will improve. When you have 3D modeling, it'll be interesting to see a guy in a 3D modeling hood making perfect little boxes. I mean, 3D No, I'm not saying 3D. I'm saying VR. The thing that will change is the two-dimensional screen will drop away. The limited little programs of boxes will drop away. And virtual reality will take over. You will see architects with a virtual reality headset on, and they will not be making nasty little boxes or long straight lines. They'll be dancing. The buildings will dance. And when they can design like that, when they can design in VR, they'll start to dance the buildings rather than just, the ruler was the ugliest thing ever made because everything is just perfect. And even the engineers will probably become VR. And the computer power is definitely there. But to be able to engineer to be able to engineer buildings that architects dance will be the future. We didn't spend most of our history in boxes. We spent it in caves. Digging a cave was what a young man did for his new wife. Renovating a cave, nothing was rectilinear. And trees, although we made them into 2x4s, which was a brilliant idea, are not 2x4s. And wood has much more warmth than any piece of concrete. Everything was mud. And a rendered mud wall is a beautiful thing. And a wall that does this is a wall that wants to stand forever. This is what we've lost. The magic of bamboo is it's built to scale. Bamboo grows everywhere nothing else wants to grow. Bamboo grows through a huge band of the earth. They have bamboo in Japan. So if you want bamboo, if you're thinking about having children and you want bamboo for your children, plant it today. In 6 years, you'll be producing finished poles. And that bamboo mother that lives under the earth will be shooting bamboo for 100 years. So you just have to plant bamboo once in your lifetime and harvest it every year. So bamboo is absolutely scalable. And it's one of the only things we can really promise all the people that don't have. We can promise them bamboo. One of the, architects are full of excuses. It's the building code, it's the fire marshal, it's the cyclone police. It's ridiculous that the inflexibility and lack of intelligence in the boxes that the architects are forced to live in. So we can't entirely blame them for building boxes because they're forced to build boxes. But what I'd say to the young architects is get out. We could never have created what we created here in Canada. This place is a place of creation. I recommend things to young people all the time. Don't become an architect, don't become an engineer, don't become a lawyer, don't become a banker, don't take an MBA. Keep yourself intact, keep yourself pure. Do design, do fine arts. Do the humanities. Keep focused. And then never get a job. Make jobs that make the world a better place. You can hire all the architects and engineers and bankers and lawyers you need, but don't do that to yourself. Don't become one.
So you've already seen what the bamboo structures look like in Indonesia. So dito naman tayo sa atin. We have uh, a very beautiful bamboo structure designed by the Sangay architects. And then we also have a bamboo factory which is in Negros. Actually, here in Albay, we have I am commissioned to design the development of the Silverenza farm in Malilipot, Albay, and here are the pictures of the structure. A pavilion which is being built there. That is built uh, by the team called Team Lakay, or they are skilled skilled bamboo workers. So here they are. So that ends my presentation. I hope you learned about the details of bamboo characteristics, about what we can do with bamboo, about the possibilities, about the architecture of bamboo. And the last thing that I want to tell you is that all you need to know is that it is possible. Thank you, and I hope you like my presentation.
Thank you so much, Architect Christine, for that very unique discussion about the bamboo. You have just rocked the house inside the studio because we are so interested about it. Kasi meron naman po tayo, no? We have our own Philippine kind of bamboo. And one of the questions right now is that how long do bamboo structures last? That's the first question, Architect Christine. How long do bamboo structures last?
Hello everyone. Can you hear me po?
Yes po.
Okay. How long do the bamboo structures last? Actually, I also, when I went to the green school, I also asked that to our instructor, which is Teacher Moko. We call him Teacher Moko. So he answered, when properly treated, the bamboos can last for like 100 years. But I asked him how about the structures that they built in Bali. So he said they do maintenance in about 5 to 7 years. So and then they also said come back here after 35 years so that you will see how long they will last. So the point is when properly treated with and then kapag wala na siyang mga insects and then properly protected, because they said that the bamboo should be protected from the rain. Kapag all other elements nagawa doon, it will last for longer than we expect.
Okay, thank you so much, Architect, for that answer. Right now, another question just popped in. Eto po, how is the cost of bamboo structure compared to yung regular na structure or na may gumagamit ng regular construction materials natin available?
The cost is of course lower, but I cannot give a ballpark figure kasi magkakaiba yung mga price natin dito, yung construction cost, yung labor cost, and then also yung halimbawa yung group na gagawa, yung mga skilled artisans, iba-iba yung cost nila, but definitely the cost is lower.
Yes, opo. I like that. I'll take note of that. Depende kasi yung skilled artisan. So that's how we call them as well sa bamboo architecture. Yung ating mga skilled workers. The third question is, the Philippines is usually hit by calamities such as strong typhoons and earthquakes. Now, given such conditions, is bamboo architecture really a viable form of technology that is resilient enough to withstand extreme weather conditions or natural phenomenon?
Um, I actually asked that in Bali. So they said, you cannot use, here in Bali, we do not have typhoon. So in the Philippines, you cannot do what we do here na parang sa kanila, purely bamboo. So sa atin, sabi niya, you can mix it with other materials that you usually use. And then, mag-innovate, parang ganon, for it to be typhoon resilient. Kasi yung bamboo nagsisway naman siya sa ano, sa hangin or sa earthquake.
Yes, totoo po
So,
yan.
ayun.
Opo. Architect Christine, thank you so much for your time spending with us as you give your lessons to us in bamboo architecture. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, the past president of UAP Tabaco chapter, our dear speaker, a very empowered woman, Architect Christine Magallanes Lagman. Thank you so much, ma'am.